Golfers, welcome back to the channel. Please feel free to hit that subscribe button. Every time I post a video, you will receive a notification and that video will be orientated to what you would like to work on within your golf game. This video is categorised into two different parts. If you're struggling with the takeaway at this moment in time, please feel free to check out the video. Two great drills that you can explore that's going to help you transform your takeaway and also your downswing in no time. Feel free to tune in below. One of the biggest issues we do see on a daily basis, and it revolves around the takeaway. We don't hit the ball in the backswing, but if the takeaway is slightly out of position, we have to make compensations to try and get the club back into the desired position to create that desired shot shape that you want to create. One of the biggest things we do see, if you think about the position of the club head relative to the grip end of the club back, you start to see that club head gets excessively inside the hands too early. This left shoulder starts to elevate towards the sky. You start to see from there, shoulders rotating a flatter angle as the club starts to work back. And as the club starts to work back, you can see the face starts to open on the golf club. You can see I've got too much forearm rotation where my left shoulder starts to work up towards the sky. The front of my left elbow starts to elevate and point away from my body. Because the backswing gets really flat, what's going to happen on the way down? The shaft's going to start steeping, so the left shoulder gets too high in the backswing. You need to get back to the golf ball. You start to see this left shoulder start to drop too early. So left shoulder's going to drive towards the golf ball, so left shoulder drives lower compared to the right shoulder stays too high, and then from there, with the left shoulder driving too quickly towards the ground, you can really see that shaft starting to steepen. Start to see us starting to stand up. Classic is early extension. Early extension is trying to help us improve our impact position so the club doesn't collide with the ground too late after the golf ball. So early extension is a benefit that's trying to create a different impact position. We're going to do two things. Our weight's going to start to move into our toes. Our body starts to extend too early before impact. The club head gets stuck. So we start to steepen the club coming down. The reaction to that is our head falls back the way we start to stand up. Through impact, you start to see this left shoulder go up too quickly. You start to see your weight move into your toes and your pelvis starts to elevate towards the sky. The root cause of the problem is the inside takeaway coupled by the open club face. Sort that out first, and then everything will fall into place. The first thing we're going to look at is the position of the takeaway. One, making sure the club face is in order first. Stage two, understanding what the club is doing in the backswing. Place two golf balls directly in line with each other, trying to push the secondary one back in a straight line for as long as possible into the backswing. I'm going to do this as slow as possible. The feeling I'm going to explore is hands in, club head out, left shoulder staying down, right shoulder a little bit high. So left shoulder's going to stay down, right shoulder's going to stay higher, and I'm going to feel like I hinge the club up a little bit quicker because that's going to keep the club head a little bit more. If we start to roll the forearms, the opposite to rolling is hinging, so we're trying to hinge the club up a little bit more, so thumbs to the sky is a great feeling, and that's going to set the club in a steeper position in the backswing due to the hinge of the wrists and also the more depth in the upper body. Then as we come down into impact, weight's going to move into your left side as you start down. Club's just going to drop into position. So I feel like my right shoulder's going to stay back. It's going to work down into an exaggerated position coming down. I feel like my back faces the target and my shoulders are slightly to the right of the intended target I'm going to hit towards. The club head behind the one you're trying to hit, push golf ball back in a straight line, the one that's positioned slightly behind. So push it back in a straight line, check the position, half matches your feeling. Top left shoulder working down, hands higher. Then as we come into impact, I feel like I'm pushing my hips back into my heels. With the hips feeling like they push back into my heels, that's going to keep my chest more in a flex position where my chest faces the ground. And then through impact, chest faces the ground for a split second. That's going to allow my weight to move into my heels, and that's going to allow my hands to work up and left through impact, and it's going to help you create a little bit more space. So dress the first golf ball, try and push the secondary golf ball back in a straight line, club head out, hands in, thumbs to the sky. We're going to hinge that club up a little bit earlier. I feel like my right arm's more on top and my left arm on top of the backswing. Then as I come into the downswing, I'm not dropping that left shoulder towards the ground too quickly. I feel like as I start down, my left shoulder stays up for a bit longer. It's going to keep my right shoulder back, and my right shoulder's going to work down a little bit more in transition. So I feel like I create a slight pause at the top, let the hands lower from the top of the backswing, just gradually below your right shoulder. Then as we come into impact, I'm going to get my chest to face the target and the club to work up and left, and keep that club face in a nice square position. Push the second golf ball back, check the position of the club face, shaft angle matches your feet line, club head is in line with your hands, get the top thumbs to the sky, then as I come down into impact, right shoulder's going to work down and stay back for a fraction of a second longer, so my hands just drop below my right shoulder, so I feel like the club head actually hits the ground near my right heel. That's a great feeling, so club head hitting the ground quite close to your right heel. That's a great feeling. It's going to keep your shoulders a little bit more close towards your intended target, but it's also going to prevent the chest spinning open too quickly. That's a great drill that you can use. It's going to help you shallow this golf club through an exaggerated feeling. Coming to the top, if you get steep, shaft works straight down, grip end club goes straight into the ground. Get to the top, exaggerated feeling, keep the left arm on the chest, right shoulder working down, club head's going to lower a little bit quicker, so I feel like the club head hits the ground away from my right heel. Rehearse your impact position, shoulders are more closed, back faces the target, and that's going to promote a little bit more of an in-out path coming down. So get to the top, exaggerate feeling, let the club head fall in conjunction with your right heel. The impact position, left arm stays more on the chest, right shoulder's working down, and then as I come to the impact, I'm going to feel like my body starts to extend through impact. This is another great drill that you can use. So club head lowers to the ground, chest extends, so left shoulder and chest start to extend towards the sky. That's going to help you hit with drive. Club head lowers 4 or 5 inches away from your right heel. Check your impact position. So club head lowers, left arm stays on the chest, right shoulder works down. Through impact, I drag the club head along the ground for a split second, impact my chest and left shoulder. I'm going to start to extend towards the sky. That's a great drill. It's going to help you generate a little bit more feedback if you struggle. An inside takeaway and also shallow the golf club coming down. So club head working in, hands in, get to the top, from your left arm stays on the chest, right shoulder works down, let the club head lower in conjunction with your right heel, and through impact I'm just going to let the club head drag along the ground for a split second longer, and then my left shoulder and chest are then going to start to extend and open up towards the target, just like that. If you've got any thoughts or questions regarding the video, please feel free to comment below with anything you'd like to see on my channel in future weeks. Also, if you're looking to take your game to the next level and you want more information regarding online lessons and in-person lessons, please feel free to get in touch. Like and subscribe to the channel. Like the video, the more likes the video gets, the more exposure it can get, and the more golfers I can help in the long run. Comment below the thought you'd like to see on my channel in future weeks.